going on? Welcome to No Chill Promos. How y'all doing? Hope having a blessed weekend for watching this. Before I get started on today's video talking about these releases from the WWE, just got to do a quick shout out to all subscribers to the channel and to the followers of Rumble at 357. So thank you to whoever subbed. Appreciate it. Getting closer and closer to 400 because the gains don't stop. But without further ado, let's get into it. Gonna knock these out. We're gonna talk about each individual releases and people who are somehow employed in this company despite not contributing a fucking thing their entire time there. We're gonna start off with the ladies because I am a gentleman. But first, I'm gonna talk about Sonya Deville. Wasted opportunity. Real quick, I'm gonna cue the sad music because rest in peace to the stud line. Yeah, look at these studs. My favorite faction here in the WWE. If you can't tell me it's sarcastic, then I don't know what to tell you. Alright? This, the Pure Fusion Jobbers, the Pure Fusion Collective, whoever came up with that name should have been released. If it was Sonya that came up with that name, then yeah, sorry, good riddance. You know, what the fuck? The fuck were they thinking coming up the PFC? People don't give a damn about no PFC. They care about KFC. But PFC? Nah, they ain't working. No, as far as Sonya Deville, alright, I didn't get a chance to make this video, and this was during the bracket tournament for the Women's Intercontinental Championship on Raw. My first pick, Windman Kairi Sane. She turns heel, finally breaks free on damage control, birth control, does her own thing, and then you can set up the feud between her and Io Sky. You know, it's too fucking easy. Runner-up, Windman Sonya Deville. Right, you get the de facto leader of the stud line a fucking belt, you know, something, get them something to do, you know what I mean? Like, oh, shoot your shot, well, now they have a reason to. Too fucking easy, but if I recall correctly, she wasn't even in the tournament. So there goes that. Another wasted opportunity besides her, like her original gimmick was her being like a Muay Thai kickboxer, like off of Tekken, you know, her just being a badass. No, they completely fucked that up, right? Then she became the GM, and they could have did an awesome lesbian storyline with Naomi. They were trying to base the hostility or the tension between the two based off of race. No. You based it off of lust. That's the key. The whole story could have played out like this, right? You got Sonya trying to shoot her shot to Naomi trying to get herself a slice of that sweet blackberry pie. Because she's thinking to herself, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Shoot your shot, it gets rejected from Naomi because she's married and she don't swing that way. Right? So this creates hostility, it pisses off Sonya Deville, who is, you know, the authority figure in SmackDown. So, you know, week after week, you know, she's trying to press Naomi to giving up the goods. Naomi refuses because she's the baby face. So it creates this heel dynamic for Sonya to make Naomi's life a living hell. You know, can have been perfect. But, you know, what could have been? What if, you know? I don't know if Sonya still plans on wrestling after this. I'm sure there's plenty of companies out there that'll be interested in her. You know, I don't know about TNA. I don't know. You know, and plus, right now they have Tessa Blanchard, so I don't think they need Sonya. Alright? Maybe WOW, you know, or NWA, MLW, one of those companies. Or hell, go to Japan. Go to Stardom, go to Marigold. You know, there's a number of choices. So wherever Sonya decides to do, best of luck in your future endeavors. Moving on to Blair Davenport. Now this one is like, man, it's like she didn't even get a chance. You know, it's like most of these picks, you know, people, the casual person is going to be like, who are these jobbers? Who cares? Fuck them. You know what I mean? But for me, like, it pisses me off when people like Blair, who don't even get a chance, get released. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck was the point? Because it's reported, which I've seen for like multiple sources, that Triple H, who is the head of creative, you know, she got called up from NXT when Shawn was at least trying to do something with her in the mid-card. She gets called up, and Triple H says, Blair, Turns out we have absolutely zero plans for you. Ugh. So there she is, stuck in catering. Like, what a waste of time. what a waste of talent. You know what I mean? Like, Blair could have been a decent mid-carder at best, in her current presentation, a transitional champion. You know what I mean? But definitely someone that you could just throw in there at the mid-card and she'll be fine. Like, there's no reason why she couldn't go after Lyra Valkyria since you arbitrarily just switch random ass fucking people between Raw and SmackDown or NXT. Send Blair to Raw, go after Lyra. But nope, we didn't get that. Right? And I didn't see like her work in NXT UK. I heard good things about it. I seen her work over there in Stardom. So I already know Blair can work. It's unfortunate. She didn't get a chance. We will be seeing the return of Bea Priestley here in the Indies. It should be good. She could go to Rev Pro. She could go back to Japan, go to Stardom, go to Marigold. Hell, go back to AEW. She had a little stint there. Back in 2019 and 2020. So she'll be good. I just feel bad for her that her time and energy were completely wasted on the main roster. They didn't even get a chance. And that's the saddest part about it. So best of luck to her in her future endeavors. Right? The last woman to be released is Isla Dawn, her fine ass. I missed that double layer cake of hers and that super heavy Scottish accent as well. And my surprise? No. To be honest. Right, usually when talents get called back down to NXT, that means they're one step out the door. Right, so what's surprising is that Alba Fire is still there. So chances are she might not be there much longer herself. So it sucks. Unholy Union is gone. Rest in peace to them. And at least they got a little push. They had their moment at Clash of the Castle last year, winning the meaningless women's tag team belts. So at least there's that. She can call herself a champion. It sucks because we won't be able to see what she could do on her own. We all know Alba Fire was the worker in that group. She overall is better in the ring. On a promo, they're about equal. They're both super fucking Scottish. I'm sure Isla will be fine as well. She could go to Rev Pro as well. I'll go to Japan. There's always an option. Go to fucking WoW, fucking MLW, NWA. Hell, even go to Mexico. Get your Lucha Libre on. Go to fucking CMLL, AAA. Whatever she decides to do, best of luck to your future endeavors as well. Now it's time to move on to the men. Right, we're going to start off with Cedric Alexander. I'm surprised he lasted this long, to be honest. Right, this man peaked at the Cruiserweight Classic years ago in fucking NXT. They haven't done fuck all of them since. He has a little stint with the Hurt Business. He was tag team champions, but that was it. They've never seen anything in Cedric Alexander, despite how talented he is in the ring. I still remember that banker he had with Kota Ibushi, and that was when Kota Ibushi was at his peak. It was because of that match. They wanted to sign Kota, but Kota was like, nah, fuck that, miss me with that bullshit. You know what? I'm surprised they haven't run that back. They should bring back the Cruiserweight Classic. Triple H. There's a good idea for you. Bring back the Cruiserweight division because, you got more than enough Cruiserweights in your fucking roster. That's for damn sure. But as far as Cedric, the obvious choice is AEW. He could reunite with the Hurt Syndicate. He could go to ROH, possibly chase after the ROH World Heavyweight Championship. That's more than likely his next move. And I see people talking about man, he's going to overpay this jobber. And it's who gives a fuck? First off, second, why are you pocket watching? Why do you give a shit how much money he makes? It ain't your money. I don't give a fuck. It ain't my money. Hey, if the con man wants to pay him whatever, 6 figures, 7 figures, that's on him. That's his fucking money to burn and throw away. I don't give a shit. And that's how I look at it. So, whatever Cedric decides to do, if he goes to AEW, I wish him best of luck. And hopefully, well, yeah, he will. Who am I kidding? He's just going to be another fucking toy for a con man to use. He have his little run there. Probably tag team champions. Maybe be a Continental Classic champion or some shit like that. But yeah, whatever it is Cedric decides to do, I wish him the best of luck in his future endeavors. Next is AOP and Paul Ellering. And now, rest in peace to the Final Testament. They were done before they even got started. They died last year at WrestleMania 40 when they got their asses mollywopped by Bubba Ray Dudley in The Pride. If you don't know, that was the name of the stable between Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. Not Street Business, not Black Wall Street, The Pride. What a stupid fucking name. But ever since he took that L, they were done. Despite them looking like a badass fucking stable, they got booked like complete jobbers. They got fired by Vince to get brought back by Triple H just for them to not do shit and get fired again. I don't mean to laugh, but I'm just like, that's what happened. It's like, what the fuck was the point in bringing them back? You have a badass tag team. Like, mind you get rid of AOP, but you keep Chuck E. Cheese, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa, or the Motor City Machine Guns, who are in their fucking 40s. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it, and I never will. So, best of luck to AOP in their future endeavors. Paul Ellering, I'm sure he's gonna go back home chilling. He's a Hall of Famer. He's good. AOP, I don't know, man. They could be a good tag team anywhere, like fucking TNA. If they decide to bring them in, NWA, MLW, they go to Mexico, they go to Japan, you can go to Rev Pro, and then go to GCW. I keep forgetting about them. So whatever AOP decides to do, I wish them the best of luck in their future endeavors. And sorry, Triple H brought them back and I wasted their time, but at least they got a paycheck in the process while they're stuck back in catering. And the other tag teams will finally get fucking released is the Good Jobbers, the Machine Gun, Carl Anderson, and the goofy Luke Gallows. How many times has it been for Luke Gallows to get released from WWE? As Festus, as Luke Gallows from the Straight Edge Society, to Luke Gallows from the Good Jobbers.
You're done. You're washed. It's over.
I've been saying these mother yuckers need to go back to Japan. That's where they belong. Or, just for the memes, they can go back to TNA. The devil lay in my distance. He's under sex. I sold my soul years ago so I could be rich. I'm sorry. I was trying so hard not to laugh. Shout out to Deadlock. I used to hate that fucking song. Now I think it's hilarious because of those guys. I actually wouldn't mind if they go back to TNA just so I can hear that theme song. No, seriously, I used to like the Machine Gun, Carl Anderson. I just never cared for Luke Gallows. I think he's goofy as shit. He's awkward in the ring. I don't care for him. And TNA, WWE, New Japan, it don't fucking matter. I don't give a shit about Sex Ferguson. Now, as far as Carl Anderson, if he continues to tag team with Luke Gallows, it is what it is. But what I want to see from him is he goes back to New Japan. He confronts David Finlay, whooped his ass. Now he takes over the Bullet Club. He finally gets a singles push that he should have got back in 2013. Hell, have him win the G1 Climax this year. Then he goes on to challenge Zack Sabre Jr. and beats him. And the belt, the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, is back with the Bullet Club because the Bullet Club is back to being real. Too easy. But, whatever they decide to do, both Anderson and Gallows, I do wish them the best of luck in their future endeavors. And moving on to the last release here in the WWE, the one that pisses me off the most, and that's my guy, Giovanni Vinci. Now, from my understanding, the downfall of Giovanni Vinci started with him trying to holler at Tiffany Stratton backstage, who at the time still is dating Ludwig Kaiser. Ludwig find out, he got pissed off, Vinci got buried. 1 week he was with Imperium, and next week he wasn't. Alright, it was all downhill ever since. He goes to fucking SmackDown, he gets a vignette looking like Pitbull, getting repackaged. And I seen it, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, like, hopefully they do right by my boy on SmackDown. My guy gets folded up like a lawn chair by Apollo Crews, not once, but twice in under 5 seconds. Now, if Vince was still booking this shit, he would have turned this shit into a storyline. But yeah, pal, this is such good shit. You two are gonna sell it in the ring, damn it. So we would have got like an Edge versus Matt Hardy 2.0, where they're fighting over the love and affection for Lita. Now we have Ludwig Kaiser versus Giovanni Vinci fighting for the love and affection of Tiffany Stratton. Too fucking easy, but with the incompetence that is the doofus son-in-law of Triple H, no, he gets buried. Buries him, then gets fucking released. What a damn shame. What a fucking waste of potential. And I did a whole video about what they could have did for Giovanni Vinci, his gimmick on a main roster. He's a nightclub owner. He turns a fucking ring into a nightclub. He has like some European techno music for his theme song. He did the same shit that he did down at NXT with his entrance. He did that shit with a bunch like groupies and entourage on the ramp, like for fucking Raw, SmackDown. It would have been perfect. But nope. We don't get any of that. What a damn shame. But as far as Giovanni Vinci, he'd be a good fit at TNA. It's just, I don't know if TNA would sign him. Especially with their whole partnership with NXT. I don't know if that would create conflicts of interest or what. So I don't know. I don't see him going to AEW because if he does, Khanman will send his ass straight to ROH and he'll be feuding with Lee Moriarty for the Pure Championship in no time. So I don't know. Maybe MLW, NWA, go to Japan, I don't fucking know, man. But whatever Giovanni Vinci decides to do, I wish him the best of luck in his future endeavors because he has a good hand. He has a good look, he can go in the ring, he can cut a promo. Now, he ain't the best promo, but he can get the job done. And that's it. That's everyone that has been released so far in 2025, to my knowledge. And keep in mind that all of these superstars were not talented enough for Triple H. Because remember, he said, I don't see color, I only see talent. I tell the biggest stories with the best talent possible. So he's telling you flat out that he doesn't see any talent in any of these fucking people. It is what it is. Now let's take a look at some of the superstars who are talented enough to still be employed here in the WWE. Who do we have? We have Alba Fire. No, I'm not gonna lie, she might be next. Her partner's gone, so it might be only a matter of time before her ass gets released also. Apollo Crews, I recently heard he got injured, so his ass might be up on the chopping block also. Even though it sucks because he had two good gimmicks, the Equalizer gimmick in NXT, the Nigerian Warrior gimmick on SmackDown, and they said fuck you to both of them. So, I don't know. Angel Garza, what does he do? You ain't gonna push him, why is he still here? B-Fab, I'm surprised she's still here. Only matter of time for her ass gets released also. See with Bad Boy Berto, they changed his name. He's not even Humberto anymore, it's just Berto. Well, I can release him. If you're not gonna push him, get rid of him. I can say the same shit about Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde, aka Zima Ion. Because what have they done besides being stuck in Latino World Order S.A. Simone? Because they're Hispanic, which Zima Ion is not. He's Filipino. Triple H? He was like, are you Hispanic? No. You are now. That's what happened. So yeah, if you're not going to push them, why can't they chase the fucking tag team titles? I don't understand. I'm like, what are we doing with these guys? If not going to push them, get rid of them. Katana Chance and Katie Carter, they're two beautiful ladies, but let's be honest. Do you see them getting singles pushes? Nah. Right, as far as the women's tag team division, they need to get rid of it. Right, it's irrelevant. Those belts don't mean shit, especially when you have 2 or 3 tag teams in your division. Like, you have the Women's Intercontinental and the United States Championship, that's good enough. Get rid of those fucking belts. As far as these 2 ladies, if you're not going to push them solo, then get rid of them. Lustra Lopez. Like, what? Outside of her being sexy, what does she bring to the table? That's what I want to know. She don't wrestle, and when she does, she's garbage. So I'm like, she got a promo, so make her a valet for somebody. If not, fucking get rid of her. Johnny Chuck E. Cheese Gargano. Somehow this dude still has a job here in WWE. That's because he's a Triple H's illegitimate son. It has to be the only reason. Like, I don't understand. This dude sucks. Alright? Give a fuck how good of a wrestler he is. Right? You have plenty of other wrestlers that are good in the ring. Alright? This dude does not have it. He looks like a fucking cashier at your local Target. Get this dude out of here. Pack his ass up. Once and for all, for fuck's sake. Send his ass back to PWG or Chikara. Where the fucking, I don't give a shit. GCW. That's where he belongs. The whole White Six. You can make a case all of them can fucking go. Where this whole group has been a complete flop, which I predicted because I don't trust Triple H. He doesn't know how to book shit. Where especially a group like this. Right? As much as I like Nikki Cross and Dexter Lumis, you know, if all of them get packed up like next week, I wouldn't feel bad, to be honest. You know, like, I seen this shit coming, especially Eric Rowan. You know, he's the weakest link. Joe Gacy, he'd go back to that whole safe space gimmick that he had. That was good. You know, Dexter Lumis could go back to being Dexter. You know, that's his whole gimmick. He's fucking Dexter. How can you fuck that up? And Nikki Cross, you know, she could be like a fucking feuding with Liv Morgan or some shit. I don't fucking know. And as far as Bo Dallas, he hasn't done shit. You know, rest in peace to Bray Wyatt. You know, I made a whole video on how to book the White Six, you know, make him come off as serious. They did the exact opposite. So here we are. You know, they're irrelevant. Who cares? Jade Cargill. You know, I would not be surprised if her ass gets released. You know, because there's all that speculation that, you know, it's her head in the game. You know, because she has other business ventures that she can do. So if she gets released, then fuck it. You know, if not going to push the woman, then fucking get rid of her. You know, just this whole Jade Cargill experiment has been a complete waste of time. You know, if that's the case. You know, who ran over Jade Cargill? Well, who cares at this point? You guys don't fuck that up. So if you want to get rid of her, then fucking get rid of her. Keep it moving. Candice Gargano, another one who brings nothing to the table, boring as shit, hasn't done fuck all on the main roster or NXT, but somehow still here because she's married to Chuck E. Cheese. Who else? Selena Vega. Right? She's another one. I had a whole video on how to book Selena Vega. Right? I know the perfect gimmick for her. So I wouldn't be surprised, you know, if this shit doesn't work out on SmackDown, she goes to NXT and then gets released. I wouldn't be surprised one bit. Piper Niven. Now, I'll keep Piper because she's a big girl that can move. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't be surprised if her ass gets released also because they have Triple H has no creative plans for her whatsoever. Dakota Kai, King Kai. She's a liability at this point. No, she's injured more than she is active. You know, and some of the shit was just like a freak accident. You know, shit happens, but hey, man, it's like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you had your chances, you keep getting hurt, maybe this shit ain't for you. Kiana James. Now, she got called up. They had no plans for her. Apparently, at some point, they were going to have like some like sexual relationship angle with Adam Pearce. That would have been interesting, but she ended up getting injured in like second match or some shit on the main roster. So she's been out since. Apparently got some core jade enhancements and might be coming back here soon. I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if her ass gets released also. Tyler Bate. I don't know how this dude's still here. Like, apparently he's injured. He peaked in NXT UK. The only thing he's done since is knock down Sol Ruka. Alright? To be honest. Alright, so I would get rid of Tyler Bate. You know, sorry, not sorry. Shayna Baszler. Now, as much as I like Shayna, Triple H, I don't think it does. It's crazy because of how dominant she was in NXT and how much of a jobber she is on the main roster. Ever since she lost to Becky Lynch at whatever WrestleMania it was, it's been all downhill since. You even had Ronda Rousey go out her way to put her over on her last match before she said, "Fuck this shit, I'm out of here." And that went nowhere. Nothing came from it. So I don't know. I would be surprised because Zoe Stark is good. Alright? Triple H, it's keeping her. As far as Shayna, I don't know. Man, it ain't looking good. That's all I'm saying.
Big man thing, yeah? It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
Some people are going to say Karrion Kross and Scarlett because they think they suck. I don't. I put over both these two plenty of times. I keep saying this. All you gotta do is make Karrion Kross a killer. That's all you gotta do. This dude should be playing fucking mind games with his opponent. He's the type of dude, say he's like going up against fucking, who's a baby face? Jey Uso, for instance. This dude should be kidnapping his mama. right? And they have a match. You see on the Titantron, there's a video already made, taunting Jey Uso. It's hey, I got your mama, in the back of my car. Jey Uso will be yeet, which creates enough time for Karrion Kross to take advantage. It's a Doomsday Saito. 1, 2, 3, he goes over. Too fucking easy. Nah, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna have him be an instigator, stuck in catering, just talking this shit to random fucking bypassers. That's what he does. If both these two were to get released next week, more so Kross and Scarlett, because for some reason they don't let Scarlett wrestle. She did back in TNA when she used to shake all that, yeah, she got back there. But if both these two get released, a lot of people would be happy. I wouldn't, but it is what it is. And last but not least, Kairi Sane, because ever since she's been back, Triple H has done fuck all with Kairi. Now, yeah, some people, they want to see more, like myself. We want to see Kairi actually fucking do something because we know how good she is. Right? That's the whole fucking reason they signed her in the first fucking place. Because you got these fucking morons, they're if it doesn't happen in WWE, I'm not watching. It's shut the fuck up. That's so fucking ignorant, stupid. If that's the case, fucking 80% of the roster wouldn't be here if what they did in the indies didn't fucking matter. Your Seth Rollins, your CM Punks, your American Cup Cody Rhodes, fucking Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. I can keep going. But y'all understand. As far as Kairi, she was fucking awesome in Stardom. I know a lot of people shit on the whole Pirates of the Caribbean gimmick, the Shiver Me Timbers gimmick. I'm looking at it from a business standpoint. You can market that shit towards families and kids. Just think about all the merch she can sell. If they ever come up with a Soul Calibur 7, she could be a DLC character. Or she could release fucking Captain Kairi's rum. There you go. For her entrance, she could be like Paul Burchill, how he used to come down swinging from a fucking rope. Give her that. But I gotta do that fucking Kairi Sane video before it's too late. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about this shit. So now I wanna hear from you guys. How you guys feel about these releases so far this year? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Is there someone else that you want to see get fucking released? Put that shit in the comment section. But if you like, hate if you hate. All I want to see is the engagement and the feedback from you guys. As far as the next video, I'm still working on the TNA video, so that'll be up next. And then I'll go from there. Right? But with that said, I waste none of you guys' time, so be safe, be blessed, take care of yourself, protect you, yours, your loved ones. Stay warm, stay dry, stay frosty, but most importantly, trust in God. I'm out of here. And until next time, adios.